What's good, traders? It's August 15th. I want to talk about knowing when and when not to trade. So I have a specific day of the week which I do not trade, and that's every Friday. You can force a setup, but that's what leads to unprofitability. We do have news today, 7:30, yellow folder and red folder and orange folder. The pair that I would be looking at would be GU on the daily. We are bullish, and on the 4-hour, we tapped into this gap, and we can probably reach these highs up here. But that would be my trade idea for today. I want y'all to know how important it is to take days off from the market. Try not to trade every day, because trading every day it's not necessary. I will be breaking down what I would have took, but I will not be trading today. Euro USD. For Euro USD, we already had the move yesterday. If y'all didn't see that, go watch my last video. We had a crazy move down, and now we're rebalancing equilibrium. I wouldn't force anything. Me personally, I'm not gonna trade. I just wanna break down my thought process. I like showing my thought process behind these trades that I look for. The more you're in the market, the more you're at risk of losing your capital. Think about it like that. If y'all like these videos, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and comment below if y'all want me to go more in depth in anything that I talk about, whether it's the strategy, the psychology, or the breakdowns. Yeah, Euro USD and GU price action have been looking pretty nice. Not gonna lie, the only pair that I haven't been really liking is gold. We already tapped into this 30-minute fair value gap, went down, and shifted structure off of it right here. I just marked out the session. If we can get in this session and sweep some form of sell side liquidity and displace higher, then that would be my ideal setup. We have 7 more minutes until market opens. Let's see how price reacts of this fair value gap. Looks like price is reacting pretty well off this fair value gap. We had a liquidity sweep right here, and price came into this fair value gap. If you wanted to get in this trade, you could put in your stops just below the fair value gap and targeting these wicks. That could be a good trade for about a 1-on-1, but you would be deep in drawdown. Me personally, I don't base my trading off of a pre-market. I definitely wouldn't take it, especially on a Friday. I don't take any trades on a Friday though. So like I was saying, we do have news at 7:30 that could move the market. It's pretty crazy. And I don't like to stay on the charts that long, so if I don't catch my setup like within 30 minutes to an hour, I'm off the charts. We came out of this fair value gap just before market open. Yeah, today is a day that I definitely wouldn't trade, just for the fact that we have new red folder news at 7:30 and at 9, and it's a Friday. Don't get me wrong, price action could be volatile today just because of the news, but I don't like trading Fridays. So y'all really could have caught some pre-market setups today. Price swept liquidity right here. Then we came back into this this fair value gap, which was also in discount. So y'all could have took longs and been off the charts. Set a limit right there. Put your stops just below the candle that made the fair value gap and targeting previous highs right here. Or y'all could have targeted up here. Or y'all could have targeted up here. 1 or 2. You could have made your money and been off the charts today already. But like I was saying, pre-market tends to bullshit. For those of you who got in this trade right here with your limit right here, targeting here, I tell y'all to put y'all stops here and target at least a 1-on-1. For those of y'all who took this pre-market trade, it's not looking too good for y'all. That's why I tell y'all not to take pre-market trades and just see what market open does. Looks like we're sweeping this liquidity. It would be ideal to sweep some form of liquidity in the session, but I still count this as a sweep. This still would work for me if price ended up flipping off of this. Liquidity is taken. Gold is heading in the opposite direction. Looks like we're displacing higher. If we can close above this candle and come back to a fair value gap in here, this shirt will be golden. We have a target here. Price didn't close above. Any other day though, I bet price would close above this candle. Fridays just tend to be weird. 12 minutes before the news candle. So no fair value gap was created right there. Well, I wouldn't advise anybody to get in if a fair value gap was created from this candle, just because we didn't end up closing above this swing. It would be ideal if we swept some form of sell side liquidity like this. Looks like we might be sweeping this sell side. Price is not displacing either higher or lower. We didn't close beneath this low, which strengthens my bullish bias. Now if we can get displacement above this swing, okay, we're getting some good pushes. Another minute before this news candle. Moving pretty nicely. Okay. I think we're still bullish. I think price just wanted to take all this liquidity first. So this draw got taken. And this one too. We're getting some nice rejection. We can close above this low right here. I would love to see that. This is a great sweep. This was a great sweep. The setup might not even present itself today. At least y'all know my thought process behind what I'm looking at. Yeah, it looks like we're getting some nice displacement. Maybe I spoke too soon. I don't usually trade the 1 minute, y'all, just because the fact that there's way too many fake outs. There's way too many fake outs on the 1 minute. But it's looking like price is really pushing up though. Y'all see price swap all this liquidity just to make a move higher. I would love to see a move down into this fair value gap right here. Or this range right here. That would be the ideal trade, but I'm still not gonna trade today. And price might not even come back to the fair value gap, you know what I'm saying? Looks like price is just leaving. I always say put your stops below the candle, but just because we're so far, this is where smart money comes in. I'm gonna put my stops. If we get tagged in, I will put my stops at the start of this order block. 30 seconds left. I would target up here. That would be my trade setup. But price might not even come back. We have our sell side liquidity being swept. We have displacement upwards with the market structure shift and a fair value gap that was created from the displacement higher. If we can get a tap in, it looks like price is gonna take off without me. Like I said, I don't trade Fridays, but this would be my ideal trade. It looks like we're about to get filled in this fair value gap. Yeah, I'm filled. Okay, right here is where I would take partials and move my stops to break even. This order block is lower than 50%, so price could come in, tap into these wicks, but I don't think price will come all the way this far. We do have some more news at 9 a.m., but this trade will probably play out way before then. Even if this trade doesn't hit, I would say that this is an A+ setup to me, because we're in an uptrend, and not only did we sweep liquidity, but we swept liquidity in the session with this news candle and displaced pretty far up, creating this nice fair value gap. It's looking like price might invalidate this fair value gap. Yeah, I might get stopped out on this trade. I knew price was trying to come back to equilibrium. We touched equilibrium. That's why I put my stops just below. If price ends up coming down past equilibrium, then that's another story. It's looking like it might though. We rejected the 50 EMA. If we reverse from here, but price invalidated this fair value gap, so I don't really know. The 50 EMA is powerful though. I like that candle though. It's a pretty nice candle. Looks like we're back at break even. Back at entry point, I mean. I know new swings are a pretty good draw, but price already swept all this liquidity for this move up. Why would we come back down? 15 seconds left. Okay, price keep on pushing. I ain't gonna lie, I really thought we was gonna get stopped out. Alright, I'm break even now. I would have been break even if I took this trade. Instead of price coming to this fair value gap it invalidated it just to come back to equilibrium. Looks like we might get hit break even. Let's see how this next candle reacts. Is that break even? Yeah. Alright. Looks like I would have got hit with a break even if I ended up taking this trade. This just goes to show that the model does work, and this would have been a risk-free trade. Yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Like I say, let me know in the comment section if y'all have any questions, want me to break anything down, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.